SMV Fitness. Strengthening people.
For more videos and updates about fitness, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Band conditioning. It is a series of exercises designed by our experts to be done in a circuit manner with a resistance band mainly targeting the shoulder joint or the glenohumeral joint as a fine tool of prehab and rehab, and can be used by athletes, bodybuilders or any other fitness enthusiast to complement their training regimen to minimize the risk of shoulder injuries and prepare the joint for various sports activities. This can also be included in warm-up routines before the match or a training session, particularly in racket sports, combat sports like judo, boxing and wrestling, weightlifting and throwing events of athletics. Equipment needed: a resistance band or a resistance tube. Exercise details: horizontal abduction, prone fist abduction, internally rotated upright row, lateral raises, front raises, behind raises. Let us learn all these exercises step by step. Horizontal abduction. This exercise primarily targets the posterior deltoid, the middle trapezius and the retractors of the scapula. Hold the band in both hands with fists a little wider than the shoulder width. Arms raised at the shoulder level and inhale. This is the starting position. Exhale and slowly abduct the arms simultaneously till they form a T shape with the body. Return to the starting position with an inhalation and repeat. Releasing phase of the movement should be performed slower than the abduction phase. Do. Move slowly and gently. Move appropriate range. Adjust the length of the band as per the range of motion required. Synchronize movement with breathing. Do not fold or unfold the elbow as you move the arm. Hold breath, jerk or move fast. Prone fist abduction. This exercise mainly targets the posterior and lateral head of deltoid involving the subscapularis. Stand with your feet comfortably apart, with feet placed over the band and ends of the band held in hands with equal length on both sides. Make your fists prone, touching to the thighs, and inhale. This is the starting position. Exhale and lift the arms laterally, keeping your elbows straight till your arms start rotating externally. Slowly return to the starting position with an inhalation and repeat. Lowering phase of the exercise should be performed slower than the lifting phase. Do. Move slowly and gently. Move appropriate range of motion. Synchronize movement with breathing. Do not turn the arms externally. Hold breath, jerk or move fast. Internally rotated upright row. This is an exercise which targets the muscles of the deltoid, rotator cuff and the trapezius. Stand with your feet comfortably apart, with feet placed over the band and ends of the band held in hands with equal length on both sides. Rotate your arms internally to touch the dorsal palm to the thighs. Hold both the fists a little away from the body and away from each other, maintaining the internal rotation of the arm, and inhale. This is the starting position. Exhale and pull the band up till the fists reach up to the level of the chin. Return to the starting position with an inhalation and repeat. Lowering phase of the exercise should be performed slower than the lifting phase. Do. Maintain the internal rotation of the arms throughout the set. Maintain the distance of the fists from the body and from each other throughout the set. Move slowly and gently. Move the range within the comfort zone. Synchronize movement with breathing. Do not progress the resistance, that is, tension load of the band, and the volume, that is, repetitions into sets, too early or too frequently. Practice the movement without resistance for several times to learn the skill and become able to engage the muscles in a right way. Don't force the shoulders too much to move maximum range, as it is a complex movement and initially it might be difficult to move more range due to lack of mobility and lack of strength in the muscles involved. Take too heavy resistance or perform too many repetitions in the beginning. Hold breath, jerk, or move fast. Controversy. The upright row exercise has always been facing controversies about being good or bad for shoulders, as it involves the internal rotation of the arm and lifting of the arm, which is considered a bad combination as it can cause subacromial impingement of the bursa or a tendon. But the other side of the coin is that many injured individuals are prescribed with exercises involving the similar combination of movements for rehabilitation by the physical therapists. Therefore, the research indicates that being good or bad of the exercise is always circumstantial. This exercise can be used as a fine tool of prehabilitation to minimize the risk of shoulder injury when subjected to the heavier loads and greater forces, as it improves the mobility at the joint by increasing the tensile strength of the connective tissues, that is, ligaments of the shoulder and the tendons of the muscles of the rotator cuff. Practice of this exercise can be stopped if the performer experiences a piercing pain or a pinpoint pain anywhere in the shoulder. Lateral raises. This exercise targets the lateral head of the deltoid and supraspinatus. Stand with your feet comfortably apart, placed over the band and ends of the bands held in hands with equal length on both sides. Keep your arms relaxed and inhale. This is the starting position. Exhale and lift the arms up laterally till the elbow comes to the shoulder level. Return to the starting position with an inhalation and repeat. Usually, there is always a little bend in elbow. We can't keep the elbow fully extended effortlessly all the time. Arms should be raised maintaining that natural bend. A helpful cue. Imagine if you don't have hands below the elbow, or use the fist just as hooks to tie the bands. You just have to lift the elbows up and not the fists. This will allow you to initiate the movement at the targeted muscles and not elsewhere. Lowering phase of the exercise should be performed slower than the lifting phase. Do. Stand upright. Move slowly and gently. Move appropriate range of motion. Synchronize movement with breathing. Do not retract or elevate the scapula. Bend in knees while lifting or lowering the band. Move your head back and forth. Bend forward or backward. Fully extend or bend the elbow unnecessarily. Hold breath. Jerk or move fast. Front raises. This exercise mainly targets the anterior, that is, front part of the deltoid. Stand with your feet comfortably apart, placed over the band and ends of the band held in hands with equal length on both sides. Make your fists prone and inhale. This is the starting position. Exhale and slowly raise the arms in front up to the shoulder level, maintaining the natural bend in the elbow. Return to the starting position with an inhalation and repeat. Lowering phase of the exercise should be performed slower than the lifting phase. Do. Move slowly and gently. Move appropriate range of motion. Synchronize movement with breathing. Do not bend backward while lifting the arms up. Hold breath. Jerk or move fast. Behind raises. This exercise mainly targets the posterior deltoid, latissimus dorsi and subscapularis. Stand with your feet comfortably apart, placed over the band and ends of the bands held in hands with equal length on both sides. Make your fists prone and inhale. This is the starting position. Exhale and raise the arms behind maximum possible without a jerk and maintaining the natural bend in the elbow. Return to the starting position with an inhalation and repeat. Lowering phase of the exercise should be performed slower than the lifting phase. Do. Move slowly and gently. Move maximum range possible without a jerk. Synchronize movement with breathing. Do not bend forward while lifting the arms behind. Hold breath. Jerk or move fast. While performing the circuit, make sure you are following the right sequence of the exercises. In order to condition your shoulder the best, always remember the strength or repetition ratios for these exercises. Ratio of A group, that is horizontal abduction, prone fist abduction, internally rotated upright row, behind raises, to B group, that is lateral raises and front raises, should be 2:1. So perform the repetitions accordingly or choose the resistance level of the bands accordingly. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, share and ask for a suggestion or a question in a comment below if any.